Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Green from ProfitableInvesting.com, and welcome to another weekly edition of Market Timing and Best Stocks Trading Strategy. Let's take a quick look on the website. We can see the market timing indicator on the front top of every page. You can see a quick glance the weekly is very strong. It's well into the green zone, as is the daily. So this is the post we're going to talk about today, Profitable Investing and Market Timing Review for the week of January 29th, 2018. So these are the topics. We're going to talk about what happened last week. We're going to talk about the weekly and the daily market strength, and we're going to talk about suggested posture for next week's trading, and of course we'd always select from the 100 best stocks. So let's jump into it and take a look at the stock market in review. I'm always amazed at the number of media articles that come out and say next week is the week the market's going to fall apart, and and then on the same page you can see that the market's going up again. Well, last week the market did go up, even though there was I was a little bit nervous about Tuesday's action, but that has been completely erased. So let's take a quick look at this chart, and what we're going to talk about here is the fact that this is a very strong market. You can see this last 5 days trading action. This is Monday when we got a big jump. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday action, which was, for all intents and purposes, fairly flat, kind of choppy trading, and then another big jump up on Friday. Having these big moves on Fridays is just an indication of the continuing strength of this market. Typically, what you'll find is a muted day on Friday, maybe a drawdown as traders get ready for the weekend. But I think what's happening here is people and investors, especially institutional investors, are trying to get in when days on historical days have been kind of soft, and they're trying to do that on Friday so they don't move the market that much, and it has not been working well. So if you're trying to wait for a pullback, especially this last week, you were kind of unlucky. The only pullback we really got was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're straight back into a pretty powerful up move again. So that was this week's trading. The second topic that I want to go through is just a quick look at the weekly market and then the daily market on top of that. The weekly market, like I wrote here, continues to remain strong. I've been investing and looking at charts for a long time, and honestly, I can't recall a time when the market has been so strong in multiple time frames. If you look at the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, they're all just so strong and positive, it's just hard to believe. And I think that's why people are thinking, gosh, it can't keep going up, it's got it turned down. But I've spoken to a lot of people who said, well, I sold all my stocks last week, I'm going to go short here pretty soon. But based on this week's action, they probably regret that. But eventually it'll turn, but we'll get a good early warning if you follow the market timing indicator on this website. So let's take a quick look at the weekly chart here. Again, like I said, this is just an amazingly strong market. If you look at the on-balance volume, it just continues to increase. There's no doubt of the direction of the on-balance volume moving average, and then of course the actual moving average itself is above it. They're both moving up. And if I had to pick, honestly, one indicator out of the thousands that are available to look at, I would only pick, or my first pick would be the on-balance volume, because typically you don't need to see the price chart if you have the on-balance volume, because you know what the price is likely to do. But anyway, that's our first indicator that I like to look at. If you look at the momentum, which is the MACD, that's even getting stronger as time goes by. We have not had a significant downturn since the October time frame, and you can see where the momentum tapered off here, but it's been strong ever since and appears to be getting stronger. And if you look at the price action, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, if you get a move above the Bollinger Band, which is this top line here, well, in a bull market, you'll see it move. You'll see prices move between this top line and the moving average. In this chart, you can see the weekly moving average getting stronger. Prices are way above the Bollinger Band, and typically that indicates price action in the same direction in the future. Now, clearly, that doesn't work in all cases. But if you look back, it was up above the Bollinger Band here, and it continued to move up, even though we had a nice pullback where you could have got into some nice positions. It was above Bollinger Band here, continued to go up. It just tipped the Bollinger Band here, continues to goes up. Here, continues to goes up. Here, goes up. So you just got to look at this in context and say, where do you think it's going to go? I don't think there's a downturn coming here very quickly, but of course, all good things that come to an end. This is not the time to bet the farm, but we want to take on good positions on good profitable buy points. Uh, so that's the weekly time frame. Let's take a quick check on the daily time frame. This is the S&P 500 daily time frame. The red line is prices. The blue line is the moving average. You can see that on the daily it's just moving up smartly. Uh, the S&P 500 hasn't hit a reaction low in I don't know how long. And of course the actual on balance volume 3-day moving average all moving up and above the longer term moving average. So like I mentioned, on all three time frames, this is a pretty strong market. Let's take a look at the suggested trading posture for this week. I said the week before that I think this week, this is prior week, will be a time period to sit back and just watch the action. Because I thought we were just going to have a flat period or maybe a small pullback, but you never can tell. But Monday's action just erased the nervousness, and I started looking for stocks. Unfortunately, there's just so many stocks, good stocks, that are just overbought. And I don't chase stocks upwards. I wait until I get a good profitable investing buy point, and I use the strategies that are shown in these links here. You can check these links out for how to buy stocks and how to identify those profitable buy points. And then, of course, I'd only buy stocks suggested on the best stocks watch list. So you can check those links out if you want to get updated daily updates during market hours. Just press subscribe here, and I have some free subscription options for you. So that's it. Have a great trading next week, and have a great rest of the weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.